Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos de vuelta al canal y estamos aquí en la segunda parte de What Remains of Edith Finch. ¿Qué es lo que queda de Edith Finch?
Edie
Edith
knit me a new
Finch.
pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Qué bueno, qué lindo.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Creo que no lo terminó.
Her room was like a museum.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn
Una
son,
maldición.
Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Al parecer no sucedió.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Eso es muy tétrico, la verdad. Odin.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Molly y Odin.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
¿En serio?
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Es muy curioso todo esto, ¿no? El baño. Todo está muy bien conservado a pesar de que está abandonado.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
El baño rosa.
It was a pretty big trace.
Resto notorio. ¿Habrá alguien que mantenga limpio aquí? O la llave abre todos los libros.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh, cool. Los libros son la respuesta entonces.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Milton. Esperen. Quiero ver la otra parte que está atrás. ¿No puedo subir ya? Ah, sí. A lo mejor esta está cerrada. Sí, está cerrada esta. La otra...
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, She was a celebrity.
Una celebridad. No, pues tampoco por aquí se puede. Ok, vamos por acá. Hay que mirar cada detallito. Así con confianza. Está cerrada, están selladas las puertas,
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
The Command Center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Cosas y más
How
cosas,
I
¿no?
Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Yo nunca he tenido algo así, ¿saben? Nunca me he roto la pierna, lo máximo que me ha pasado es deslocándome el hombro. Pero nunca he tenido un yeso así.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think
Tuvo
Calvin
miedo.
always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
La cena
But that
está
day,
lista.
he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. But maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
A lo mejor.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh, se va a quebrar la rama. Cuando llegue arriba. El
That's what I want to
vértigo.
remember about my brother.
Ouch. La máquina.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Y voló.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Todos, de niño, todos intentamos hacer eso.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Y este es el otro lado, ¿no?
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Vamos a ver. Del 61 al 60. Del 58. Órale. Calvin murió a las 11. Esta clase tiene muchos secretos. Qué súper. Pero primero, antes de seguir, voy a dar una pequeña vuelta más aquí. A lo mejor hay algo que no vi.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Ese pasillo principal, ¿no?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Child star.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Qué malévolo.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky
Es algo
break,
feo que le
she'd
pasa a
been
los
asked to perform her
niños
signature
estrellas.
scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest
Oh,
fan
yes.
and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now
Yes,
that
yes.
was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
A la
So
máquina.
Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. And the
Music
secret
box?
is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe.
Oh,
I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Ah, ¿van a encontrar a Michael Myers o qué pedo?
This hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh dear!
Ay, hijo de tu madre. Ouch.
Rick?
Me imaginaba que era
Barb,
él.
relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
Ouch.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Something on the door? Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Oh, vaya.
Had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there
Ahora sí.
myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time.
Hijo de su madre.
It's all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Su oído. ¿En serio?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Eso nomás Eso nomás tiene sentido en inglés, la verdad.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
En el 60. Pobre Barbara. Bueno, dejaremos el episodio de hoy aquí, amigos. Si les gustó, ya saben qué hacer. Dejen su like, comenten y compartir este video para que haya más personas. Y si es el primer video que ven en mi canal, suscríbanse y activen la campanita para que sepan cada vez que subo un nuevo video. Dicho eso, hasta la próxima, amigos. Gracias por ver.